on, everybody? Welcome to another A&R review. Today we're going to be doing a top 5 Marvel Legends Hasbro redo. What that really means is Hasbro has had the license for over a decade, and in the beginning when Hasbro was making these Marvel Legends figures, there was a lot of things that they, were not doing well. And over the course of a decade or so, technology has improved so much for figures. We thought we'd go back and revisit some of these figures that are old, and some of them are not really old, but they could use a tweak, a change of body to really bring out that character in how it looks in the comic form. So before we start our top 5 list, I just want to make sure that everybody understands this is not any particular order, this list, and these are figures that Hasbro has already made. So it's not figures that they haven't made or figures that were made by Toy Biz. We're talking about since Hasbro got their license. Well, number 5 on our list is Mole Man. Now, Mole Man is a very, very integral character in the Fantastic Four family. And this year being the 60th anniversary of Fantastic Four, we couldn't think of any other figure that they could release to really bank on that anniversary. Mole Man, when he first was introduced, over a decade ago, had no knee, no elbow articulation, barely had any articulation. So we could really use an updated version of him with all these articulations to really make him look pretty cool and badass. And so with that being said, I really would love to see Hasbro make a Mole Man in a retro packaging as well to really celebrate the 60th anniversary this year. Number 4 on our list is Malekith. Now, Malekith, we did get 2 forms of him, albeit the same body, just different paints. One was the SDCC exclusive, and the other one was in another wave. Both of these figures, aesthetically, in my opinion, I don't like them because they don't look like the War of Realms look. And typically, with the elvish looks, the hair is usually long and slicked back behind the ears. This one, was just looked like a Barbie doll hair on the side here. I don't know what they were doing. And it just looked silly, looked like a clown court jester or something like that. I would love to see a more sinister looking Malekith. I think, showing more skin tone, like a purplish skin tone, rather than the whole body being encompassed in armor. I think that would really make this figure stand out. And he's an important character in the Thor mythology. Like he's one of his main baddies. So definitely would love to see something that, poses a threat to Thor. And that figure that they gave us didn't pose a threat to nobody except for some circus clowns. So love to see Hasbro do another take on Malekith. Number 3 on our list is the 2099 Spider-Man figure. He came out a while back in the main Marvel Legends line, and the figure that they made at the time was not bad. It was cool. It had a good paint scheme. But having seen the new retro Spider-Man figure, I think all Spider-Man figures should start from there. That mold, that look, the articulation from that figure is so much better than any of the other Spider-Man figures that came out before it. And I think they can either tweak it and make it a little bit better, or start from there and make all the Spider-Man figures all over again and give us all that really cool articulation that this retro figure had. So I would love to see a 2099 Spider-Man figure in that look. And the original costume, not that white costume that nobody really likes. I don't, at least. And I would love to see some additional pieces with it. Maybe some fangs in the mouth. Maybe some different hands would be pretty nice to see. So definitely would love to see a different take on him with a different body. Number 2 on our list is Spiral. Now this figure is really old. How old? It came out in 2008 as a Target exclusive. And since then, this figure has become really difficult to get. It's really expensive. I mean, a loose one will set you back over $100, and that's in a really bad condition probably. And then a sealed one, it's going to set you back over $300. That is a lot to pay for this, not well-known character. But having said that, with all the technology updates they have done on female figures, articulation, paint schemes, all that stuff has been updated for over a decade now. This figure definitely needs that refresh, and it could use some new technology. It's very similar to how they created Doppelganger Spider-Man, where it's got the multiple arms on its joint, and that figure didn't do well because it didn't have any ab crunch. So we would love to see Hasbro tackle this thing and make it a unique figure, but give it all the stuff that we wanted from a Doppelganger Spider-Man into this figure. Here's their chance to show that they can really, flex their engineering skills and give us something really cool with this figure. So Spiral is my pick for number 2 in getting a refresh. Number 1 on our list, and like I said before, it's not in any particular order, but we think Sabertooth. And you're probably wondering, why Sabertooth? Because we just got him a couple years ago. Well, the Sabertooth body is on a Hyperion mold, which is an older mold that we think here at A&R, it doesn't do justice to it. Sabertooth is a big, overpowering character, and we would love to see it in an Omega Red body. It would give it the butterfly joints it needs, and it would give it a much pronounced upper body that, you could say that this is really Sabertooth looking down on Wolverine in its fight scenes. So we would think that he would be great on an Omega Red body with all the features it has. We would like to see it in a deluxe packaging as well, because that deluxe packaging, you can raise the price up just a little bit, but give us an additional head, some hands, maybe even a Wolverine mask ripped up in his hands, like an additional accessory. We think those things would make it really look cool and would not really upset a lot of people in buying this figure again. So that is our top 5 Marvel Legends redo. We hope you like this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, because that really, motivates us to keep doing more videos for you guys. And we love everybody that's giving us their opinions. Give us your top 5, redos from Hasbro. What would you love to see Hasbro redo again? We'll love to hear that. We might even mention you in our next video if you do that. Thank you very much. Have yourself a great day.